Last weekend, volunteers from the community, Detroit Public Schools, and the Mike Morse Law Firm spent the day stuffing 33,000 backpacks with brand new school supplies. And pretty soon, those backpacks will be handed out to DPS students, all DPS students in grades K through 8. Here to tell us more about this massive effort is Morse from the Mike Morse Law Firm and Alicia Merriweather, the interim superintendent of Detroit Public Schools. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning. Now, you guys spent the whole weekend stuffing these. Mike, there are lots of charities, there are lots of ways to do good. Why did you decide to do this?
You know, I have 3 daughters of my own, and I remember buying my own backpacks when I was a kid, and it's one of the most fun days of the year. And when I learned that most of the kids in the Detroit Public School system didn't have a new backpack and didn't have the proper supplies to start school, I felt like I had to do something. So we started small. We did one school, 400 backpacks. Okay. The smiles, the kids' faces, it was amazing. So then we decided, okay, the following year we did 23,000.
Wow, so you went from 400 to 23,000.
I don't do things small.
Oh,
all right,
okay.
Keenan? So we did K through 5 last year.
Okay.
And went so well. I got feedback from the teachers and the parents and the superintendents that the kids were more prepared. They were ready to go in the first day of school, and they were better students. So I heard that from parents and teachers and everybody. And the teachers got to save money. They didn't have to buy supplies, which these generous teachers do. So we said, okay, now we got to do more. So I found a partner in Meyer, and I said, let me buy these supplies cheaper, so I can do more kids. Right. And then this year we were able to ramp it up to 33,000, and we added the middle school. So K through 8, if you're a DPS student K through 8, they're going to get one of these beautiful backpacks, lots of different colors, full of all these amazing supplies in the first week of school. All right, and
Superintendent Merriweather, what does it mean for students to, in the first week of school, to have a backpack full of school supplies?
Well, you know, as a former teacher, I can tell you that when kids come in with their supplies, it's a first step in the right direction, right? So we've talked about this basically leveling the playing field and giving every student K-8 in Detroit Public Schools Community District the same starting point, which makes an incredible difference.
You know, some folks would say, you know, this doesn't seem like a lot to buy a backpack or, you know, for 1 or 2 children, but how is this a hardship for parents in terms of making sure their kids are properly equipped?
Well, you know, to be very clear, we certainly have several parents and families in Detroit Public Schools Community District who need extra support around providing supplies for the start of school. We also have several parents who don't need that support and would be happy to help pack and give donations and really make sure that all of our students are ready. This is filling a need that's very critical for some of our families. So some of our families are in great financial hardship, and to be honest, even looking at this, for people who are not in financial hardship, they say, well, this isn't a big deal. I just go out and buy a backpack and supplies. But when you're making choices between how you're spending your limited income, this is a major, major help for families. And so on behalf of DPS Community District, I want to thank you again for your generosity.
And there are going to be some folks at home, this has to be our last question. I could talk about this for an hour, but how can folks at home, if they want to help, if not this year, next year, how can they participate?
They should send me an email. Go to my website, 855mikewins.com. There's a backpack logo on the home page. They can email me. We're welcoming help. We want to do more students. We want to do more schools. We want to do more districts. We want to do everything in Michigan we can do. So anybody who wants to help, get a hold of me.
All right, Mike Morse, thank you so much for joining us. Alicia Merriweather, interim superintendent, thank you. And thanks to Meyer, who also helped out in this, a big community partner. When we come back, we'll take a look at